And I've been a pastor for many years. I was pastor before I started ICGC. I've been in ministry effectively from about 1975. How many years now? From 1975, yeah. I've been fully involved in ministry, active doing the work of God. But one thing I've learned, you never become an expert. You never arrive. You never get to the point where you say, now I know how to do it. I don't even have to try. I can do it. Once you get there, you are done. Because whatever God gives to us every day, it will demand time and focus and energy from us. Every day. Every day. So I just want to encourage you. God has shown up for us. We work hard, we prepared, we did the music well, and we did all of that well. But you probably are not involved in it. You go to your world and you are going to do something else. Take the same spirit. Take God seriously. Take the assignment he gives you seriously. And the people he brings your way, take it very seriously. You know, when I was a young pastor, one of the things I was very scared of in the early years of my ministry, especially when I started pastoring at this church, was that one day I'll show up and there'll be nobody in church. It was a very scary thought because we had just a few people. I said, what if I go to the classroom and nobody is there? What am I going to do? You know, because if you have a church of 20 people, you'll be scared that one day everybody says, I had a headache, I had whatever. Went to a wedding, I went to a funeral, I went to a naming ceremony, and nobody shows up. So I was so grateful when I would go to that little classroom and there would be people. Not many people, 20 people, 25 people, but I was happy that they showed up. And I learned, don't take them for granted. Because if they don't show up, your life will be miserable. Even if you have a word to preach, whom are you going to preach it to? And that has been my attitude over the years. Never take anything for granted. Never take people for granted. Never take the congregation for granted. Invest everything you have. Make sure that every day you are making a new investment. Never live on past investment. You live on current investment, current commitment, current decision. That's why I'll show up here on a Saturday evening. I'm general overseer. Believe you me, I can sleep for people to do the job. But that's not me. My heart is always in what I do. I take God seriously, I take his work seriously, and I take his people seriously. And those of you who grow very quickly and all of a sudden you are supervisors and you are totally disconnected from what you do, that's not a good practice. Yes, delegate. Yes, get people to do the job. But don't take your eye off the job. Don't take your hands off. You have to be involved. Even if you're not doing it, your heart has to be there. Your heart has to be there so that for everything that God is giving to you, you don't take things for granted. You take God seriously. Take the work he gives you seriously. Take the people he gives you seriously. Don't take people for granted. Don't assume people will always love you and people will always show up and people will always support you. No, people have an option. For you to show up in church, you could have gone somewhere else, probably even slept this morning and said, I'm tired, I watch online. But you came. I don't take that for granted. I don't take that for granted. Whilst you were coming to church here, you passed a lot of churches. You didn't stop to go there. You came here. I don't take that for granted.